Hey guys, what's going on? I'm MW3 Gaming, and I got some MW3 Spec Ops here on the map. I think it's called Underground. Yeah, Underground is what it's called. And this is probably, I don't know, I really like this map. But right there, where I just shot, that's where the weapon box is. I'm just gonna get right into showing you guys where everything is. That's where the weapon box is. Knife the window. Blech. You climb out here. You don't have to climb. You can just walk over. You go across where the trains are, all the broken trains in this walkway. Up-ish area, and go over to this far corner of the map, and right here, that's right where the equipment, explosives, grenades, claymores, etc. That's where that stuff is. Sorry, I couldn't think of the name. Right away, and then you can run back right into this room, and go out the other way. And right over here is where the kill streaks are. I'm sorry, I can't think of anything like this. Kill streaks, etc. You can buy those, like Predator missiles and airstrikes and things like that. That's where you can buy those. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you a spot that I really like, and you'll be seeing me in the gameplay playing over there quite a bit. So, yeah, me and my friend, we were playing this whenever we got to my house, and then we found this. We were messing around on this map, so I decided I'm going to show what I got. And I find some other pretty nice spots while I was playing the game, so you get to watch that. And where I was shooting over there is where you should put some claymores for the enemy, and then right over here is where they come in. You can do it vice versa, put claymores over there and watch the other way, but I personally like to get here. You can watch from right here and shoot the enemies as they come in, and you have some really nice cover, and it's really hard for them to shoot you. It's pretty great. It'll get you through a lot of, at least the early rounds. I've gotten up to wave 22 so far, and that's kind of difficult because you have to kill 3 juggernauts on your own. So just keep that in mind, and let's go right to the gameplay. Okay, so here's some gameplay of playing Spec Ops on Underground. So, I skipped through a lot of the gameplay. I already have all 3 of the spots unlocked, which actually only takes a couple waves. I don't get super high. You're not going to see some super high wave gameplay here yet, because obviously the game just came out, and I haven't really had enough time to work up getting that. I'm not really much of a zombies player, and I'm hoping that this Spec Ops kind of survival mode is going to be something that I'm really into. So right now I'm just wiping out some guys. I haven't really set up my spot yet. I went and I bought some claymores earlier. I don't have very many frag grenades left. I ended up buying the UMP pretty early on, and then I still have a Model 1887 shotgun, which you can pick up at the beginning because the enemies, that's all they use at the beginning, and you have a pistol and all they're using is a shotgun, so it's a lot easier than you think to start out. So yeah, this is the 1887 that the entire enemy team is using on the first 1 or 2 rounds, and then they start using other guns as well. So it's really no big deal to kill them off. And so right here, you'll see me going into a air support and buying a care package, which is a perk actually. You select the perk. And I was going to buy a Predator missile now, but I didn't have enough money. So I ended up not. Now I'm just waiting for my package to come down, and I got the, you can only actually have that 1 perk at a time, I think. I'm not positive on that. I'll test that out and let you know later. But I didn't buy another perk after this. You have the self-revive, and whenever you kill an enemy, you revive, or something along those lines. And I just got the quick draw, which lets me aim faster, and I can swap that out for steady aim or some other perk, I think. I don't know if they stack or not. I'm fairly sure they didn't, but I could be wrong on that. And now right here I'm just showing you how I hold this off. I claymore the other end, and the enemies actually like to come this way. They end up coming this way a lot of times and not the other way. Sometimes they will go the other way, but that's what those claymores are for. And out here I'm just showing you some better footage of that, since that didn't get very many kills. It was only wave 4, this is wave 7. So here they're coming in, and I'm wiping them all out with my Scar L. In this game it's the Scar L, not the Scar H. And fun fact, Scar H stood for Scar Heavy, and the L stood for the Light. So that's why it's the L and the H. So this is the Scar Light, to be all technical. And so I'm just tossing some grenades out there and stuff, and eventually they do get smarter, and they don't like come running in after you. And as you can see on the minimap, they're just kind of sitting there. So eventually I ended up reloading, and I run out there to kill them, to lure them in, or shoot them from here, which is actually another really good way to kill them, but I wouldn't recommend it because you will end up dying if you're in a tight spot. So there's a couple more kills, and the wave is over, and then I just go and I'm looking around for some guns. I have no ammo in this, and I'm low on ammo with my Scar, so looking around for some guns just to see what there is on the ground. Nothing I'm really interested in. So I run over to the weapon box and buy some ammo, so I'm just going to show you what the weapon box is like for those of you who haven't seen it. And that's pretty much it for the weapon box, nothing really that special. So this gameplay right here, this is whenever this is actually the wave after wave 4, I think wave 5 maybe. No, this is actually wave 6, my bad. Wait, is this wave 6? Maybe wave 5. I'm not sure, I'm sorry. I can't remember what wave this is. But 2 enemy helicopters will come in after you. This is when I still have the UMP and the Model 1887. So, basically all you have to do is shoot them down with your gun, and that can be kind of tricky. You'll see I almost die once. So, you want to be careful about this. You're going to find some cover, pop out, shoot them, wait for them, like, right there he was shooting. Wait for them to stop shooting. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear them or not. But, I think there were times where I could hear them and I still popped out, kind of like an idiot. So yeah, just use your gun to shoot them down. Hopefully you won't miss too much, because otherwise you're going to be a little bit effed. I don't know what you're going to do after that when you run out of ammo completely. You're going to have to run over, pick up a gun that has like 10 bullets and shoot it with that, and then, yeah, the weapons that your enemies drop. That'll suck a little bit, but you just want to be careful. See, I almost died there, which would have sucked majorly, because it had just started. So once you get hurt, just duck and cover and then pop out and shoot them with your gun again. You're going to want to make sure that you have some nice bit of ammo right before these kind of rounds, so that way you can shoot them down. When you're with a buddy, it's a lot easier, because you have like extra guns to shoot at these things. So I think the 2-player definitely is a distinctive advantage. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to show you guys is the Juggernauts, and the Juggernauts can be a pain in the butt if you don't really know what to do. And basically the best thing to do is have a Predator missile at the ready for whenever these guys catch you off guard. And then try to group them together, try to run them so that they're right next to each other. And even whenever they're coming down, you can cook some fire grenades and throw it at them. It's a lot easier when there's only one of them, and I think I just glitched out right there. That's going to be annoying if people figure out how to do that every time. But I don't really think that's going to happen. Anyway, as you can see, I have a Predator missile. I had foreseen this coming because I had played this before with my friend before I played this one match on my own. And I knew that the Predator missile is probably going to be our best bet of getting these guys. And I almost mess up. I almost get surrounded by them. And so I'm just running away from them, trying to get them into the same spot so that I am in a nice place. Notice that they're kind of together. They're together right there, and I don't want to mess up and let them come at me. But I thought I had them starting in the same spot, and I did. They were just starting to walk in, and I got them both with the 1 Predator missile. So that's pretty successful. So right here, this is the 3 Juggernauts. Instead of just 2, this is at wave 20, and I actually made it to wave 22 this time, so I got past them, but I made a little mistake, and I'll show you what I did after this clip right here. So basically they're coming, and I can see that there's where the 3 of them are on the minimap, where the Pablo are dropping them off, or at least they look like Pablo from Modern Warfare 2. And so I go to a place that they'd all have to run to me. I don't want to get into the middle of any of them, so I get to the same side of all of them. I get shot at, but you know, I expected that to happen. So I'm kind of running away, and they're pretty close to each other now. You can see on the minimap I'm watching their dots. So I'm running away from them, trying to get into the same spot that I did last time, but it ends up not working, and I have to run up these stairs right here, because I would have been right next to them, and that would not have worked out at all. They probably would have murdered me. So I run up here, and I can see on the minimap that they're following me up here. All 3 of them are right next to each other in this little clusterfuck of 3, having this little threesome over there, orgy. So I run down and I said, okay, I'm not letting them have an orgy in my game. I'm going to pull out my gigantic load, and I'm just going to blow it on them. And let them know what I think about this, because it's unacceptable. So I go right there, and I go a little in front, and that was a little bit bad. I should have aimed more in the middle of them all. And he survived. So I'm like, oh crap, oh, this is not good. So I start chucking frags at him, and I miss. And I have, as you can see, I have a load of claymores down here in case any infantry decided to get down here in previous rounds, and those end up helping me out a lot. And whenever you see these rounds, it might actually be a better idea to set up C4 and claymore traps for these guys, but I'm not sure. Maybe do that and then lure them out. Who knows? Whatever works best for you, but you only have a limited amount of time of planning for these guys unless you know the exact rounds that they're there. So I ended up killing him and being very lucky, and that was the end of that round. So that Predator missile thing works out really nicely as long as you don't F up. Okay, so this is the clip right here where I actually die. This is wave 22. I know that for sure. I remember dying on wave 22. And so I come in here, I have the, right behind me is Claymore, and you see my Claymore's getting some kills right here. They actually spawned, I think one actually spawned right next to my Claymore, and that's why he blew up, but some of them were coming down there, so I was making sure that they weren't gonna screw with me, and they actually all ended up blowing up to my Claymores. Now the rest of them were coming this way, so I thought I was in the clear. I thought I was gonna get by past round 22, and which was actually my goal, to get at least 2 round 22 this time, because one of my friends had already made it to here. I saw it on his records, so I wanted to beat him. But you know. So my aim was going a little bad, and I should have gone behind cover right here, but I didn't, and I ended up dying. So you know, that kind of stuff kind of happens. What can you do? There's my final score. There's all my stats if you're curious of looking at them for this game. This has been Devon Infinitely Gaming. Thank you a million for watching. Please don't forget to rate the video. Please don't forget to comment. Let me know what you thought. Let me know if this is the kind of thing you want to see in the future, because I'm really into this Spec Ops thing. I'm really hoping to put out some nice Spec Ops videos for this game. And this has been Devon Infinitely Gaming, and I'll see you.